Hey everyone, welcome back to Ryker Rides. I'm so glad you're here to join me today. I've got this really cool new product I'm dying to share with you guys. So it is called Brake Free, and as you guys know, I put on in a previous video a couple months ago, I added a brake light flashing system to my bike, and it had to go into existing wires and splicing it, and then I had an issue with my brake switch, and so I still am unsure which came first, the bad brake switch or the wiring that caused the bad brake switch. Anyway, I found a solution to still have that flashing brake when you slow down without having to cut into your wires and without having to do anything with your bike. This is no apps, no wiring, nothing. This is the simplest way to do this, and I'm so excited about this. So this company actually started, there's I think 4 guys that started this company, and they actually were on Shark Tank, which I think is really cool. So I love supporting these small businesses, these local businesses that are trying to kind of get a kickstart and kind of get going. And I just think this is a really cool product. So I'm gonna walk you through it and go through step by step. I'm gonna install it on my helmet, which apparently could not be any easier, but we'll do it together. And then I'll bring you out tonight when it gets dark out, and I'll get someone to film me and we can see how it works at nighttime. So let's see what's in the box. First of all, the packaging is just very sturdy, very good. Voila! Look how nice that looks. They've got videos on YouTube, Instagram, you can email them. And I read them, before I got this, I started advertisement on Facebook for it. I read their comments. They're actually really funny guys and very helpful, and they seem like they're really good guys to deal with. So here's the packaging, and it's actually, I'm into packaging. I don't know why, I think it's cool. So here is the actual brake system that will be on your helmet. So it's curved to fit most helmets, I would think all helmets. And it's got a little bit of weight to it. It is 200 grams, which is approximately almost a half a pound. So it's 0.44 pounds. And so, but it's not enough that you're gonna, feel it at all. 200 grams is not a lot for your safety as far as I'm concerned, but that's, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. It's also obviously made for use in the rain and any kind of weather. The charging system is appropriately placed down below, so the water's not gonna ever get into it. But if you could see, it has a little area in there to charge, and then a cover just to make sure that it doesn't get wet. So just make sure this cover's back on. And then if you look in here, it tells you to pick this up, and it's going to give you all your other information. So in here is your charging cable. It just goes into any USB charger, and this goes directly into the brake free system. And this has a 3M tape on it. This is the part that you're going to attach to your helmet, and then this is going to click on and off, so you can take it off to charge it. You don't have to bring your whole helmet inside the house. And also, if you have multiple helmets, I know some people have half helmets, 3/4 helmets. They have helmets they use when they GoProing, and so a lot of people like me have multiple helmets. So you can buy extra ones of these and just keep swapping in between helmets. You don't have to buy a new one for every helmet, which is really cool too. Then it comes with an alcohol swab. So it's just to make sure that your helmet is nice and clean before doing it. A quick start guide that explains everything to you. And I just think this is really cool too. They give you an alignment tool to put on your helmet to make sure it is placed correctly on your helmet and nice and symmetrical, nice and even on your helmet. So, and it's funny. So like I told you, the personality is awesome. So it says, please read the quick start guide. It says, seriously, read the quick start guide. There's a lot of information in here that just kind of tells you how to go through everything. But I am going to do everything for you, so you can just watch my video and you can check that out, and I'll show you how to do everything. So let me explain this a little bit more to you. So there's 100 LED lights in here, and it is bright, and it is, I'll turn it on for you. I did charge it prior to the video because I wanted to make sure. So there's different modes you can have. Look how bright that is. That is insane. Can you guys see how bright that is? So, I mean, it is just, that's cool. I gotta tell you, that's really cool. This is exactly what I was looking for. So there's different modes you can have on here. So one of the modes is, there's 3 light modes. One of the modes is called active mode, which all the light panels, I think this is active mode that I'm in now, all the light panels stay on, but they're at 20% brightness to conserve battery. Then when you come to a stop, it's going to get really bright. So, and then you have another mode is called pulsating mode, which is going to get you, so everything is pulsating. This might be good if you're in traffic and you know you're going to be, that you need that pulsating mode or whatever it is. So, and you switch through the modes right up top, so you can just kind of reach behind in your helmet and kind of go through the different modes. Then the next mode is called the stealth mode, which I think is the mode that I'm going to use. It only lights up the top and the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, this is stealth mode. So it's more so if you're braking, then it lights up everything. So stealth mode has the top and bottom little small sections at 20% lit to save battery. So in this instance, you will have the longest battery life. And then when you stop, kind of it's hard to do it, then when you stop, it's going to light up for you, which is just so cool. This has an accelerometer built in, so it knows when you're stopping. It's like it's got a brain of its own. So this is probably how I'm going to ride, and then when you stop, it's gonna do it. So very cool. All right, the next thing is there are automatic modes. So there are there's I think 3 automatic modes, if I'm correct. There's the emergency braking mode, where it detects if you make a very sudden stop, then it flashes really fast, like an emergency flashing signal. Then there's also a sleep mode, which if you forget to turn it off and you kind of bring your helmet in, you forget to turn it off. So to conserve battery, if it has 45 seconds of inactivity, it turns itself into sleep mode and it turns itself off. Then the second you start using it again, it wakes itself up again. So you don't have to worry about turning it back on again. So if you're at a stoplight, you're at a bridge or something, and you're sitting there, it will turn itself off after 45 seconds and come back on as soon as you stop moving. Then the last one is low battery mode. It detects if you're down to 25% battery, and if you are, it'll automatically put it in this stealth mode to conserve battery, which leads me to believe if you have it in stealth mode and you're not using all the lights on a regular basis, you'll get the longest battery life, which I believe is up to 12 hours. So they claim that the battery life will go from between 8 to 12 hours of use. So my guess is in this mode, you'll get the maximum amount of life for your battery. Okay, let's install it. I am switching to a Nolan helmet, and this is by, well, it's not by Can-Am, but Can-Am actually sells this on their website. And I'm switching to a full face helmet all the time. I used to ride with a 3/4 helmet, but now I want to make sure my chin is protected as well. So the first thing you want to do is, let me make sure it's in the picture, is you want to get a feel of where you want it to go. And you want it to be on the smoothest parts of your helmets. I mean, you don't want it to be like, for every helmet's going to be different, but on the Nolan helmet, you get a little bit of a ridge here. So you know you don't want it on there. You don't want this piece on the ridge. you want it to be on the smoothest possible surface. So Nolan makes this little piece right here. Nolan makes it's called ESS, Emergency Stopping Signal. They make one for this helmet, and I purposely didn't get it because it is so tiny. If you look at it, this is where their emergency stopping signal, the ESS, goes in this little tiny area here. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have it be extremely bright. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of want it like right here. So you know, and also you don't want it up here. You want it to be eye level with the car behind you. And you also don't want it to be accidentally down here where it's kind of hanging off and hitting your collar of your jacket. So once you find out the general area that you want it to go, you clean the area with rubbing alcohol to make sure it is perfectly clean. And they supply that with, everything is supplied in the packaging, including the little alcohol swab. Okay. While that's drying, next they give you the alignment tool. And you can cut it out to make it fit better, however you want to do it. And you want to line it up where it is perfectly centered on your helmet. So you just grab a couple pieces of tape and make sure it's all dry. So again, I want to go right there. So you found exactly, so for me, the middle of my helmet is where that L is for Nolan. And you just tape it up. It's a one-time thing, so you want to make sure you have it on there right, so that it is nice and centered, and make sure that it is. And now this is so easy, it couldn't be any easier. So you do want to make sure that it's lined up correctly. So it's going to go like this. So the skinny part is going to be at the top, and the wider part is going to be the bottom. And now you just pull off obviously the red sticker there. And now they give you a perfect spot to put it, so it's so cool. So now I'm just going to put it in the middle here. And now they want you to press hard with both hands for 60 seconds. I'm not gonna make you sit through the 60 seconds, but that's what they want you to do. And then also, minimum of 2 hours to let it completely attach to your helmet before you attach this. So let this sit for a minimum of 2 hours. If you can go 12 hours, let it sit overnight, that's even better. And then I will show you tonight. I'll take it out, and when it gets dark out, we'll test it out. But I am crazy excited about this product, and I hope you guys like it too. It's a nice solution to having, instead of having to do any wiring with your bike. I was so happy when I saw this. I was elated. So I'll see you tonight. I'll see you when it gets dark out, and I'll catch you then.